video is the second step to it, which is all about what should you do once you have started getting money. So now, whether it is job, whether it is about business or freelancing work that you started, I'm so glad that you have decided to take that first step. And once you have started making money, what is the next step is to set up your financial goals. Now, I have done a video which is telling you how can you set up your financial goals, which is here. This video is a very generic video on how really to work on your financial goals. Now, I have kind of picked up some of the financial goals which are super important, especially if you're a woman trying to become financially independent. And also if you don't really need to worry about the daily expenses of your household. So if you are someone who needs to worry and take care of the daily expenses of your household, the first thing that you need to do is get a hang of your expenses, and all your income will start getting into meeting those expenses. Now let's assume that you don't have to worry about the daily expenses of your household. What are the things that you should invest in so that you don't have to worry about your life? If your daily expenses are taken care by someone else, the first thing that you should do is divide your money between some money which you would need for your daily pocket expenses, traveling, etc., maybe about another 10 to 15% which you can keep for your luxury and leisure. So let's say you want to travel on your own. Let's say you want to go and splurge on dresses and clothes and shoes and restaurants and food and books. So that is something that you can keep. But I would recommend keeping the balance 60-70% to the financial plan. So what should top up for you is medical insurance. Medical insurance is very, very important for women especially. And especially if you are planning to become financially independent, you would not want someone else to take care of your hospital bills. So go ahead and buy that medical insurance. Now, the medical insurance could be of various types. It would need a full another video to tell you which medical insurance to buy. But I'm leaving you to you and your expert agent to understand which medical insurance you should go ahead and buy. The second thing you should do is plan your retirement. Now you will say, okay, I'm very young, why should I plan for my retirement? The younger you start, the easier it is going to be. So what is really the retirement planning? Retirement planning is, let's say that you plan to retire anywhere around 50 or you plan to retire 60. And on average, you would live for another 20 to 30 years after your retirement. So your retirement planning should include all the expenses you will do or you will land up during your retirement, which is your daily household expenses, which is your medical bills, which could be travel, which could be paying for the house, which could be paying for a house help, or which could be for travel, daily conveyance, etc. So all these should be included in your retirement planning. That is the amount you need to save by the time you retire. And this is what retirement planning is all about. So the second thing you should do is plan your retirement. Now, once you have done that, for women, I think the third and the most important thing which comes is planning for your child's future and education. Now, yes, I do not believe that you should start planning for your child the first thing and plan for yourself later. I always believe that you should first put oxygen mask on your own self so that you are there healthy and hearty to take care of the people around you. So once you have taken care of your retirement planning and your medical insurance, the third step which you can take and decide is to plan your child's future. Now, don't think that you have to plan his or her whole life. Plan till about 18, 20, 21 year of your child. And we've done a great video which is here where I have a friend talking about how she is planning for her child's future. Now, in her case, someone else is taking care of the daily household expenses and she can easily focus on planning for her life and her children's life. And that is how it goes for her. So you may also be in the same bracket. You may want to check out that video to understand what would be the details through which you can plan your child's future. So I do believe it is totally cool if you plan till about 18 or 20 years of their age. Now, this should be the first step for people who have children. If you do not have children, you can quickly move to the fourth step, which is buy a house for yourself. Now, when you are already living with someone, yes, why do you really need a house? But if you are wanting to become financially independent, I do suggest you buy a flat for yourself. Now, this could be a 1 BHK or 2 BHK, but you should buy a property for yourself. If you're not planning to stay there, which is completely okay, you can use that for creating a rental income. And if you ever want to stay there, you know that you can go and stay there and you don't need to ask anyone. And that is one of the biggest blessings of being financially independent. So this would not only generate extra revenue for you, but it will also give you a big peace in your mind that there is a property which belongs only and only to you. And come on, this is something that you've earned by your own income. So this is the next step which you do. You can have a fifth or a sixth step to it, but these are the top 4 steps I think women should take, especially in your initial journey of becoming financially independent. Once you have done all these 4, you can go back and check out our financial goals video and then understand what are your financial goals and how do you want to plan about it. So now that you have already seen how to do your own financial planning, here you are totally enabled as to how you can become financially independent. But remember, you have to work for it. It is not going to happen just by watching a video. You have to take the steps that we have been telling you today. You have to go ahead and register for those job websites or those freelancing websites, or take that step of starting your business and putting that financial plan in place, because unless you do that, no one else is going to do that for you. So I'm looking forward to seeing how these video series have helped you guys, and seeing your comments always takes us along in the encouragement, right? So keep sending us your love and affection. Until then, see you guys, and I'm Sati Singhania here.